posted a video. I didn't really know if I was going to start posting videos again or not, but my students have convinced me otherwise because now they follow me, some of them, on YouTube. So I told them I would make one this weekend, and we're just gonna see how that goes. Because I was like fully dedicated to making these and all that stuff because I enjoyed it, but then things happened in my life that kind of just took precedence, and I didn't have time or the motivation to make any videos. But now I have a lot of really exciting stuff coming up, so I feel like it would be really fun to like document all of that, because I mean I've got a lot of stuff happening that I can't really say too much because, like I said, my kids follow me on here, some of them. So I have to tell them first, which I have not told them the big news yet. But so I guess I'm just gonna get ready with you guys and kind of give you some updates on my past 12 months of my life. So number one, I moved. If you can't tell, the background's changed. I no longer live in Apex. I'm living in downtown Raleigh right now. And that was just kind of a whim, honestly. I've always I went to school in downtown Raleigh, so I always kind of wanted to live in downtown Raleigh. But at the time I was in a relationship, and so that just wasn't something that was feasible then. But things changed in my life, and I decided that I wanted to experience living in downtown, so that's what I did. Like I said, I've got news, but I'm not gonna share that yet. But so yeah, I moved. Not only did I move my location of where I live, but I also moved grade levels. So I am now a 3rd grade teacher, which is why my kids are actually like watching my social media and stuff. It's a little weird, kind of. Do I love you guys still? Yes. For those of my students who are currently watching this video. But no, it's actually kind of fun. I love that they they get my sense of humor, they get my sarcasm, which is really nice. In 1st grade, it kind of just goes over their head. But yeah, I really enjoyed the change of grade and things like that. I also feel like it's taught me a lot. Because I thought that it was going to be a huge change going from 1st grade to 3rd grade, but honestly, they're pretty much the same. They're just a little bigger. They're a little more mature, but overall, same ballgame. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy my team on this grade level, and we're friends outside of work, which is really cool. I feel like you usually have your work friends, your at-home friends, and they don't really intermingle, but we intermingle. We've gone to games, hockey games and stuff together and things, so it's been really nice. So work life has been nice. I'm gonna be honest, this year, also with all the changes in my life, COVID, that's still a huge thing, and although it's starting to kind of not die down, I don't know what's going on, but mandates are being lifted is what I should say. So things are starting to seem more normal now, but I don't know, this year I will say I have felt the burnout. I have definitely left work some days and questioned whether this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't know, this year has been really challenging. Last year was challenging in its own ways too, being virtual and not having kids in my classroom. So I kind of just assumed that when I would have kids in my classroom this year, things would kind of change and I would be extremely happy again, and that didn't really happen. I definitely am happier having my kids in my room, because at the end of the day, that's why I became a teacher, is to have those relationships with my students and to be with them, But I don't know, it's just I can't put my finger on it. I've had discussions with like coworkers and stuff too about it, and some of them like feel the same way, and we also like can't figure out like what it is that's truly like deep down bothering us. I read this one meme the other day from another teacher like account on Instagram, and it said it's not burnout, it's not burnout, it's something like the fact that teachers aren't appreciated, and that we went from like being heroes to back to being babysitters, and undervalued and appreciated. And like I feel like that kind of is it, which is something I always knew. Like I knew that teachers were underappreciated and undervalued when I went into this major, obviously, yes. But you can go in knowing that and still like be upset about it, I guess, you know, like especially this year. I feel like I work so hard, and like my school sees it and like they notice it, you know, like my administration, they're amazing, and like they definitely are good about like pointing out like all the great things that we do. So it's not that, it's more so just like community wise, I don't know, you know, it's just I knew teachers weren't really like valued and appreciated, but now I like all of the effort and work that I put in, it kind of, it's real now, I guess, like it's personal, not just like I knew it's personal now. But I mean, obviously I try not to take it personal because it's a society thing, but I've been taking it a little personal this year. So I don't know, I've been a little bothered by like all that, and I really truly think it's just like with everything with the pandemic and like the fact that my job, like I've gained 50 more duties that I have to do, I feel, and I mean that it was just kind of like, oh, by the way, this year you have to do this, and good job, go do it. It's just kind of like, okay, I already had enough to do. So it's just, I don't know, this year has been tough, I'll say that. So yeah, I have questioned whether or not like I wanted to continue teaching. And then of course, like I leave some days, I'm gonna shift you over a bit. I leave some days and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a teacher anymore. I love my kids, but like, this isn't worth it to me. And like, I don't know. I've been so like, by the end of some days. And then of course I come in the next day and like one of my students will have left the sweetest little note on my desk saying how much they appreciate me and how much of an impact I've had on their life. And then I'm like, oh my God, I can continue doing this. So I don't like, it truly shows that, I mean, they are the reason that teachers do the job that we do, because that's our perk. It's really the kids. But yeah, so this year, I don't know, it's just been tough. It's also been tough because of like things that happened in my personal life. Obviously, like I said, a relationship ended. All is well, all is fine, but like that was a big change in my life. So that happened. And then right after that, the people in my personal life know this, but my dad passed away too. And if you knew the relationship with me and my dad, he was definitely like my best friend. So that was really tough. And it still is, I'm gonna be honest, like it's still really tough. I feel like I deal with it every day, and I probably will for the rest of my existence. But so I just had like a lot of really big changes. Ended a relationship, dad passed away, global pandemic. I mean, I also changed grade levels. That was something that I wanted to do, but like it was still a huge change. I moved there, I had a lot going on this year. And I'm not really slowing down, honestly, because when I tell you my new plans, you're gonna be like, Yes. But I don't know. So I had a lot this year that affected me personally, and I think that that might also like have something to do with my mood and motivation for teaching this year. And I still feel like I've done like the very best I can, but for where I'm at in my life right now, but I definitely feel like I've been a better teacher before, and that's where I want to get back to. So yeah, lots going on. Ooh, let me spray. But since moving to Raleigh, even though it was only like a 20-minute, move, I made a lot of new friends that I really enjoy spending time with. I don't know, I've just taken a lot of like me time outside of school. And I've kind of, because before I lived for school, like all I did was talk about school. All I did was school. And this year, and I really think the pandemic gets everything boils down to the pandemic. But I really try to take more time for me and my self-care. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm who matters most to me, and after everything in my life, I feel like I needed to kind of have some redirection, and I needed to focus on like the things that make me happy and things like that. So that is what I have been doing. I bought a dog. I know, pandemic dog. Who didn't get one, you know? His name is Moose. You guys, I did post a video about that. So he's now a year old. St. Patrick's Day was his birthday, so it's now April 2nd. So yeah, I've been really bad, guys, sorry. But I'm really bad at multitasking. So I've just like been spending more time with friends and like, I don't know, finding things that bring me happiness. Trying to figure out how to do makeup because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm winging it here. What is makeup? I don't know. But so spending time with friends, hanging out with Moose, also like just taking time to be by myself. I have always been a person who I enjoy being by myself. I like alone time. I do. And you know, it's always been me. I feel like that's like my self-reflection time, and I feel like I know I have ADHD. I know I do. Undiagnosed, but self-diagnosed, you know? And so like, I don't know, everything in my life always feels like so go, and like my brain is constantly like boop, boop, you know? And so like when I get to just chill by myself, it's just kind of like, and I feel like some of my friends think it's weird when I'm like, I don't want to go out tonight, I just want to sit in my house by myself, you know? And they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, nothing, but this is like the only peace and quiet that I get, and I enjoy it. I love alone time. So I've been doing a lot of that lately, you know, and just figuring out like what it is that I want to do, because I'm at a point where I'm 25. I still am like super young, and I don't know, there is something that I need to, I want to tell you guys so bad, but I can't. But I just, like, there's so many things that I want to do and I want to try. And so in that self-reflection time by myself, I kind of just, you know, think about all those things and how I can get them done. And now I have some stuff in the works that I will share soon, which is a little stressful, but very exciting. Very stressful. More so like, because what I want to do is gonna be very expensive. in short term. In long term, it'll be great, but in short term, very expensive. So I will be busting my butt. I also got a second job. Oh my god, I didn't tell you guys. Yeah, I work at a restaurant as a server. Usually only 2 nights a week. However, I'm picking up a lot of shifts because, like I said, got some adventures coming ahead that are going to cost me some money, honey, and I gotta save up for that. So, that is what I will be doing. So yeah, I literally some days talking about my busy life. I some days will go to work, teach all day, and then I will leave straight from teaching to go serve at a restaurant, which honestly is pretty fun. Like, I like working there. It gives me a chance to talk to adults, which is pretty nice, you know, people my age, because I talk to 8-year-olds all day, and I love them. If you're watching, I love you. But you know, sometimes it's nice to have adult interaction, and so that's kind of where I get it when I'm not hanging out with my friends, because we only usually hang out on the weekends, and I need some interaction on the weekdays, you know? So yeah, that is where I get that. I also have some exciting stuff coming up, so let's talk about that. So not the big thing, but because that'll be an announcement on its own. But I am okay. So here's all my things that are in the works. I am going to Austin, Texas, not next week, but the week after. So next week is our Spirit Week at school, and then the week after is spring break. Woo! We made it, you know? And so, this is getting messy. So, I'm going to Austin, Texas, and I'm so freaking excited about that. I'm so excited, and I'm also terrified. Okay, you want to know why I'm terrified? Because I'm going on a plane for the first time in my entire existence. I have booked a plane ticket. There's 4 total flights, so I will be flying from Raleigh, North Carolina to Charlotte, North Carolina to Austin, Texas. That's 2 flights, you know. Then on the way back, vice versa, I'll be flying from Austin to Charlotte to Raleigh. I've never been on a plane. Like I said, you know, this first one. I'm doing this by myself. I'm going solo, which is pretty fun, but also a little terrifying. I'm really branching out here, and I'm a pretty extroverted person. I don't know, I can talk to a wall. However, I do have like shy moments, you know. So like, when I get to Austin, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna like talk to people, you know, meet people, because that's what brings me joy, is meeting people and talking to people. So like, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Like, do I just go sit at the park and, you know, read a book? I don't know. I'll probably just end up talking to somebody, honestly. It's really not that, I don't know. I'm overthinking it. But what I'm really overthinking is the flight. Okay, because the thing is I'm terrified of heights. Okay. That's why I've never been on a plane so far. Also, because neither of my parents were really big on travel, whereas I am. I want to travel the world. I want to travel all of America, all 50 states, but I have like a bucket list, a mile long, of countries that I want to travel to internationally. So, but my parents were never big on it. So we went to the beach, you know, an hour down the road, but like, that's it. We didn't really travel, so we never had to fly. Also, my mom would like never get onto a plane. My dad went to Vietnam, and that was the last plane that he ever went on when he came back to the States. So he said he would never get back on one again. So I am 25, almost 26 years old, and never been on a plane. Terrified of heights as well. Like, if you could put me on a Ferris wheel, I'm probably going to have a panic attack. So I booked this flight, and now I'm just a little nervous. My friend said that I'm not going to, but I also know me. And I'm a little nervous that I'm going to get on this plane and I'm gonna have a panic attack. I'm a little worried about that. Because I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that girl that's having a panic attack on an airplane, you know? I don't know where my hair ties are. Gosh darn it. We might be doing my hair later, but which is fine. I gotta get dressed anyways. So I don't want to be that girl, you know? And I feel like I might be that girl who has a panic attack on the plane. So what I'm gonna do, I have a Kindle. I downloaded a few books that I can read. Each flight's an hour and a half. So I have investigated. I've asked my friends and they said it takes about 20 minutes to ascend and then 20 minutes to descend. So really, like, it's only about 40 minutes in the air, if I think I did my math correctly really fast. I don't know. So hopefully a book will distract me. I don't know. Maybe I'll find somebody on the plane to talk to. I don't know. But I'm just gonna close my eyes and take deep breaths, because the thing is, I probably won't panic in front of other people because I just won't. I don't cry in front of people and I don't panic in front of people. So I hide my emotions in front of faces. So maybe that'll help me because I won't want to, panic in front of people. But internally, I'm going to be feeling like I'm having a heart attack, I feel. So can't wait to show you all that because it's going to be quite interesting. Yeah, because I'll vlog the whole thing, memories being made. And so yeah, I'm going to Austin that weekend, which will be fun, and flights, and Moose is gonna miss me and I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna get him a really fun sitter and he'll be a-okay. At least that's what I'm telling myself. But yeah, then summer break is coming shortly after that. I think we only have like 8 or so weeks. 7 or 8 weeks. I have no idea. I don't know, but I know it's coming and I'm ready. I love my kids, like I said, but this year has been, it's worn me out and I'm ready for a break. I also think that another problem is I taught summer school last summer and that was a lot, y'all. Woo! That was a lot. Especially with everything going on in my life at that time. It was just, woo! A lot. So I didn't get a break. I didn't get a break from teaching at all. Zero break. Zero. None. So I feel like I've been teaching for like 2 years straight, and that is a lot. That's a lot. So I'm really looking forward to this summer break. I will be working full-time as a server, but that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. At least it'll be a break from teaching. God, yes. Love you guys. Love the kids. But I need a break. But yeah. So that is kind of an update on my existence in the past 12 months. And a little sneak peek into what's ahead. I have so much going on that's coming up in the future. And I'm really excited to vlog it all. I think it's gonna be so cool. So cool. Just know I have a lot to come. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Also, I have gotten 2 tattoo removal treatments because I know that's one of my video series here. I am planning to get some more, obviously, because I'm not just gonna get it partially removed. But with everything that has been going on in my life, that's kind of been put on the back burner. So I intend to restart in like September, I think. As long as my plans take off September or October, because I don't really want to do them over the summer because you can't go into the sun for 2 weeks after you get them done anyways, and then you still got to be kind of pretty careful, just because you don't want any scarring or any bad stuff to be happening to your tattoos or your skin. So I'm gonna wait till after summer and then I'm gonna start up again, so you can be on the lookout for those videos of the updates on that. it's so painful. Oh my goodness. But I'll be happy when it's over. And I think I only have, I'm gonna say 3 to 5 more treatments. They told me 3 to 5 treatments when I started, but like I said, I've only had 2. And I mean, you can still see, you can see the age is kind of, you know, disappearing, but 1 more treatment's not gonna make that vanish. So I don't think 2 more after that is either. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna book myself 3 to 5, and if it takes more than that, I'm not gonna be surprised either. But I really don't care. I'm not in any rush. But yeah, so that's coming, and then of course, like the beginning of the year videos for school, which is gonna be very exciting. And then I told my kids I would video some day in the life of a teacher's for the end of this year. So lots of fun stuff coming up. And I hope you guys stick around to see it all now that I am back and ready to roll. Okay, I'm gonna go attempt to do laundry because I don't even want to, I'm not gonna show it, but just know I have a lot to do. So I'm gonna attempt to get it done. So see you later.